Hey everybody, welcome to another Budget With Me video. So I am going to be projecting my expense forecast for the second check in December, which is really the first check in December because I get paid on the 10th and the 25th, but the 25th is kind of starting for the following month, if that makes sense. So in my December budget that we have so far, my November 25th check has already been started and I've got everything kind of mapped out here. Now we are going to go through and figure out my December 10th paycheck and tell all of that money where to go. Before we do that though, I do have a few pending charges here from yesterday that have gone through. So I'm just going to clean that up a little bit and then jump into the budgeting. My parking charge has gone through, so $19.57, and we're going to call that entertainment. Great Wolf parking. I didn't budget for that, so that's gonna have to come out of my Mad Money. We've got 2 Goodwill trips, which is also entertainment because it definitely brings me joy. Did I really use my card for both of them? I guess I did, huh? Interesting. Alright, Goodwill, Portland, Goodwill, Tacoma. Alright, I also didn't budget for either of these, so that will start with 0. So for my first Goodwill one, I did $84.94. My second one, $51.43. I do have a video of a Goodwill haul, or a thrifting and book haul on my channel. You can go check that out if you're interested in seeing what I got while I was thrifting. But both of those need to come out of my Mad Money. So we've got $84.94 subtract $51.43. Yeah, we're kind of running out of money. Yikes. Okay. Yep. And this last one, I bought some theater tickets for Little Women. So now I'm negative in my Mad Money. All right. Theater tickets. If I just do this, I'll just say Little Women tickets. And I didn't budget for that either. So what I need to do is I am going to take away my 20 that I had saved for Zootopia. So we are going to strike that because I'm not actually doing it. Okay. Alright, so now I'm only negative $7, which I can make up for with I can make up for that. Honestly, I kind of already have, just because my Tovala order, I budgeted $75 and I've only spent $63.94 for that so far. So really, I'm okay, but I cannot have any more impulse purchases. I kind of have to buckle down for the last week before payday on the 10th. Today's the 2nd as I'm doing this. When I'm looking at my expense forecast and trying to figure out where I'm going to tell my money to go, I start by pulling up my calendar, which I kind of live and die by this thing. I put everything in there. So I'm going to start on the 10th, and I have an appointment to get my passport that day. I've been putting that off for a little while, and I finally just got it scheduled. And so that, I think, is going to cost, shoot, I don't have it in my notes. I know I have it written down somewhere. There's a couple fees I need to spend. I'm just going to put 100 for right now. It's probably less than that. In fact, maybe I can Google it. Hang on. Okay, so Google is telling me that it's $165 for a book for a first-time adult, and I've never had a passport before. I also need to get my picture, which is $35, I think. So that's like $200. We're going to say $200 for a passport, and I don't know if they take cash. Actually, they take checks only, I think. So I'm going to leave it in my account, and we will see what happens. Okay, so passport. I'm also going to my friends for our weekly TV night, where we do dinner and watch a show. Right now we are watching The Leftovers. It used to be White Lotus, and before that it was Mad Men. Hello? Hi. What's up? sorry for the interruption. My brother just came by and asked for a 20, so I guess I have one more random spend in me, but he said he'd pay me back on Friday, because that's before I'm getting gas. So basically I borrowed $20 from my gas budget to give to my brother. He'll pay me back on Friday. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to need all 60 by on the 9th anyway. So really, I'm probably still sitting okay. We'll just kind of see how it all shakes out. But anyway, back to this. So with my friends, we are watching TV, and I like to budget $20 for dinner that day. All right, back to the calendar. Let's see here. So if I'm filling up on the 9th, I'm driving to Seattle on the 10th or the 11th. I probably don't need gas quite yet, and I'm going to try to eat dinner before I go. The 12th, I'm going to Portland. So I bought these Little Women tickets. So I'm going to need gas for that. So that'll be probably a day where I get a full tank. 13th, I'm going to see a couple of plays. Can you tell how I spend my free time? I'm going to go see the Nutcracker, and I'm going to watch a community play. I don't know how much the Nutcracker is. Let me see if I can find those ticket prices. Okay, so it looks like ticket prices for the Nutcracker are $18. I'm finding out if I can buy them at the door or if I need to do it online, but I'm going to just plug it in as 18 right now. So that is on 12/13. I'm going to say 20 even though it's like 18. Maybe there's a fee if I do it online or something. And then I'm also going to see, that's going to be like a double feature day because we're seeing the Nutcracker, and then we're also going to go see the Phantom Toll Booth, which is $10 at the door. I'm going to hope that I can do cash for that. Okay. Back to the calendar. All right. 14th, I'm volunteering at a play. 15th and 16th, I've got nothing going on. So I think maybe by the 17th, I'll need some gas again. So we're going to plug that in. I have to pay my speeding ticket, and I have to do it on this day. So we're going to do it. We're going to plug it in right here, which is like 201, right? Okay, so 201. I'm going to do it online. Okay. I'm paying back my friend Janelle for some tickets as well. So I'm going to just put that in there. That's $45. Video editing software. Actually, I've been filming all these videos, but I haven't actually figured out how to edit them yet. I know I used to have an Adobe subscription, but I think there's free stuff out there, so I'm still looking into this. By the time this video is posted, obviously I will have figured it out. Now, I also have a chiropractor appointment that day, and I will have to pay for that, so it really fluctuates how much that is. We're just going to budget $40, and I'll use my card for that. On days where I have the chiropractor, I also have a standing brunch date with my friend who I go with. So we're going to go out for lunch, and I'm going to budget $30 for that. When did I last get gas? The day before, so I'm good on that. But the 18th, I have a Tavala subscription. Oh, it just occurred to me my camera might have been blocking some of these notes. So we got the Tavala subscription there on the 18th. 19th. I was not recording, and I thought I was, so I'm just going to kind of recap what I did because I'm not sure where the recording stopped. But I've gone through and outlined all my calendar items, my weekly subscriptions, my fixed expenses. I planned out gas trips, and I gave myself some mad money and have a little bit going to savings as well. So let's break down how this shook out. My check will be $21.57.61. So we've got $6.96 that I'm going to take out in cash to cover all of these green box expenses throughout the next 2 weeks. I have $100 mad money that I'm going to allow myself for things that come up if there's an impromptu dinner or if I feel like getting like McDonald's breakfast or something like that. And then I've got $125 that I'm going to put in savings at the very beginning of the month. And then anything else that I don't spend or come in under budget will also go to savings at the end of the month. We will just see how that goes. So that is kind of where we're at going into payday on the 10th. And I will do budget reports in upcoming videos to kind of see how the spending is going. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.